What's going on YouTube? FG Dodgers 11 here. Today I guess I'll be talking about my first impressions of Season 2 of Modern Warfare. To get started with, what you're seeing in the background here is my first game on Rust. I guess straight out the gate what I realized is there's not a playlist for both of the new maps together. So I ended up playing this Rust one. So that's pretty interesting that they're going to make you have to find that other map in the normal playlist, which is another thing. It's like, so this is kind of following the same formula as Black Ops 4. We're supposed to be getting more maps more often, and it's like, if you're talking about just 6v6 maps, you know, you're getting 2 maps at a time instead of 4. But in other regards, you do have some ground war map, and you have gunfight maps as well added. And then I think, just off the top of my head, the 2 weapons that you get are at like 15 and 31 or something, and then they talk about weapons coming later as well. So new content. Otherwise, everything else seems about the same. You know, you have this shop where you can buy some stuff that are like $10 to $14, $24, and they come with 2 weapon variants and various cosmetic items like stickers and emblems and calling cards and some player skins. I find that pretty interesting price point there. You have like $10, $14 for 2 variants. And then, as per usual, the battle pass, which is grinding it from start to finish. But I'm not going to get too deep into debating supply drops versus battle pass and whether either of them are really that great of a DLC. That's for a whole nother video. So I guess this is where we are with that. So I guess I'll talk about some of these maps that we got today. Rust. You know, Thunder might have said it already in his video, but he for sure said it on Twitter. In his opinion, it's like a bigger version of Shipment. And it's just chaotic spawns and stuff, which I recognize that a little bit in some of my games. There was times where I was spawning right in front of people. But in an overall sense, you know, it's Rust. You got the whole oil rig thing in the middle that you can climb up on top of the different platforms and overlook the map's spawns. And then otherwise, you know, it's a small map. You have to be on your toes. So basically, when you spawn, you go up to a corner and then you can look down 2 different lines of sights. And I mean, there's also some variety. I mean, you can like go through those openings in the bottom of the rig thing in the center. But yeah, overall the shape of it is a square and it's fairly open, so it's some degree it's just a bigger version of Shipment. And once again, this is a remake, and then the whole thing of a remake, at least you know what you're getting, and then you know you might be getting a fun map. Whereas with the Superstore map, I'm open-minded, so I'm not going to say that it's horrible just yet. But I mean, you can get in on those shelves. The shelves provide a nice little hiding space for people. And then to a certain degree it's 3-laned, but it's also somewhat open and chaotic. I encountered one point, there was people chilling in the back behind the kiosk. You know, considering some of the other maps and the way that they've been playing lately. Like, there was a time where I was like, oh man, St. Petrograd, that's probably my favorite of all those 3 maps, you know, St. Petrograd, Piccadilly, and Azure Cave. But now I'd have to probably say Azure Cave is my favorite. And then honestly, it's a toss-up between Piccadilly and St. Petrograd, the way St. Petrograd's been playing lately. But I mean, I don't know, I'd put, just off first impressions, I'm not giving like a full-on final review of the Superstore one, but I would put it, you know, after Gunrunner and Shoot House and Hackney Yard. Although Hackney Yard's been playing kind of not so fun lately, but so I mean, Superstore's kind of an unknown right now. Its first impressions are a little chaotic with the being able to just like hide around on shelves and have to be able to look like everywhere for potential people. But and then that's the thing, you know, it's kind of an unknown map at this point where we know what Rust is and what it kind of brings to the table. So then I guess it gets back to the diversity of the DLC, and it's like, you know, so the 2 6v6 maps that they added, one of them was a remake, and there were other maps added, but then once again, the maps are kind of split up based on the game modes. So yeah, we got like 4 new maps at this point, but 2 of them are, you know, gunfight and ground war. Which I hopped into a ground war the other day and it was just like a complete blowout. I didn't even get to play really. The match was over by the time I loaded it and I was like, yeah, nope. I ain't about to play these kill whoring, not playing the objective or whatnot if ground war is just going to be a camp fest like any other game. And then gunfight, you know, that's slow, tactical, ADSing all the corners and lines of sight and stuff. Once again, that's kind of Call of Duty in general, but, you know, gunfight, it ain't too bad, but, you know, you got to know what you're getting into there. Which I guess that's the whole story of this kind of game franchise right now is you got to accept how the playstyle is. Even though I'm a rusher, so I still try to rush around as much as possible. So, I mean, earlier, I guess, the last point I was trying to make here was, like, kind of breaking down the DLC system. You know, I'm kind of not in favor of the Battle Pass system. You know, I think I got to, like, level 51 or 55 of the tier stream last time. So I have, like, 2.5 days played last season, and I didn't get to level 155. And I didn't get to even 75 or something like that in the supply stream. So, and it's like, for some people that might be like, oh man, you barely played the game. But it's like, that's actually quite a bit of time played. I mean, back in the day, I was getting like 10 days played by the end. And I mean, once again, I'll talk about this in my whole tier stream, battle pass commentary I have planned. But it's like, you know, obviously they want you playing Call of Duty, so they want to make you have to grind this battle pass. But it's like basically they don't care that I have other games that I like to play. And as I said, I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on wanting to spend like $10, $14 on 2 variants. Like with that being the case, I mean, even if they look really cool, it's like I might as well just buy the battle pass. That's probably still the better value than going out and buying one of those ones, unless you really want it for $10 to $14. And then obviously this is mostly just like a content drop. It didn't really fix any of the complaints that a lot of people in the community have had. So there's that. So what do you guys think of this content? Is Rust like one of your favorite maps and you're just enjoying it? Or, you know, do you care that you're getting remakes? Or, you know, are you on that, at least you know what you're getting in terms of a remake, you know? Oh, Rust, it's going to be a pretty good map. I mean, I guess I'll say it's a pretty good map, even though, as I said, it's kind of like straightforward, campy. You're either on the platforms overlooking everything, or you got 2 line of sights that you can look through. So basically cover 50% of the map-ish, minus the cover. So I mean, at the end of the day, these are first impressions. Obviously going to need to spend some more time with it to make a fuller opinion on the case, but let me know what you guys think about this new DLC drop that we got. And what are you most looking forward to for the future of this game? Are you looking for, in terms of what are you looking for in terms of content that they'll add? And what are you looking forward to in terms of gameplay changes? You know, and the big thing is like, oh, is it too late to make any of these changes? And will it matter? And I mean, there's always going to be camping in Call of Duty. It's, you know, kind of how it is. And it's like between the time to kill and all the different factors that go into it. I'm not sure what all you can do to make people want to move or to be able to move. Like, obviously, there's things you can do and need to do that, but even if you make Dead Silence a perk, and, you know, I'm split on whether making your red dots appear on the minimap that helps campers just as much as anything else, so I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, once again, I just turned into another ramble there after I was putting together my outro. So let me know what you guys think. See you on the next one. Peace out.